So what do you guys think of when you think about Rwanda? And do you think like me of cuddly old mountain gorillas? Or maybe you think about the genocide of the Tutsis and the Hutus and the huge numbers of deaths over recent past in Rwanda. Interesting how Rwanda has come on over the last 10 years. And there's some interesting facts here which are worth taking a quick look at before we go on to the coins. So in addition to being able to start a business in Rwanda within 48 hours, it's surprising that Rwanda is leading the African digital revolution with free wireless access on buses, hospitals, taxis, commercial buildings and restaurants. Between 2001 and 2012, Rwanda had a real GDP, gross domestic product growth, of 8.1% per annum. Just extraordinary. Couple that with the highest representation of women in Parliament, with 64% of Parliament being women, and the development of a modern healthcare service in Rwanda over the last 10 years. And you start to see where this African country is heading. One of the few African countries on track to achieve their Millennium Development Goals. 1 million Rwandans overcoming poverty between 2006 and 2011, and all kinds of programs to make sure that every poor family in Rwanda has a cow, reduced malnutrition, increased agricultural productivity, and small business opportunities. So you can read the rest at your leisure, but it's with that background that we talk about the Rwandan coins that have taken the market by storm over the last couple of years. And I originally, when I first saw the picture of the dog, I must confess I didn't think it was quite as good as the rooster. I have to say now, after seeing a lot of these coins, it is growing on me, and actually I really like it. This is my confession. I really like it. Numistaka really likes it, despite being a little disparaging at first. So I've put up here on the slide the mintages for the 2017 rooster. It is in fact the 2018 dog. Apologies for that mistake on the slide. There were 100 roosters, there are 188 gold dogs, 100 of the nautical ounce, and there have been 1,000 of each of these silver proofs, and there's also available and still available the BU bullion versions of these coins. So without further ado, let's have a look at this really interesting delivery that came along here today. And I just want to show you some of these coins, and I've been very lucky in that this delivery has basically every single variant of the Rwanda coins that have been so acclaimed by the market over the last year, and particularly over the last 3 or 4 months. There's been a scramble to pick up silver-proof Rwandan dog coins, and the gold coins have also very high demand, and they're exchanging for well above their initial issue price at the moment. So here we have it. The first out just happens to be one of the gold dogs. So 188 of these lunar dogs. Second year this has been minted. It looks to be an extremely good series. They seem to have minted the gold coins as BU, whereas the silver has proof and BU. I don't think it's any worse for that. I think they've done a great job on these coins. Interesting to note that the production of these coins is a little bit like when a company wants to sell a lot of something, they might take out a licensing agreement. So they might have a Disney princess or something on the back of their mug or on the back of a big piece of clothing, and then pay a licensing fee for it. Well, the same kind of thing happens with coins. So these coins haven't been produced by the Rwandan government, but the makers of them, a German mint, So they're produced in Germany, not in Rwanda. But a German mint has decided we will license the rights to have a Rwandan legal tender coin in agreement with the bank over there. So, and we'll use it on the back of our special coins, which we will then sell to collectors. That's how the system works. So, although these coins are legal tender coins, it's not the kind of thing where if you happen to be travelling in Rwanda, someone is likely to give you a Rwandan dog in your change. It's a little bit like how the other mints work, except that there is this element of licensing, and it happened with Ghana with the leopards, and there's quite a lot of these things that it happens to around the world. It's quite a tried and tested route to producing legal tender coins. So the dog, you can see the dog is a pre-finish. The dog gold is a BU finish. I don't have any of the silver BUs here, but I do have the selection of dog, the nautical ounce, and also there's a rooster proof, which is toward the end of this video. But you can see here 4 or 5 of the dogs, one of the gold coins. This particular delivery has been broken down because it's owned by 3 different people, and they've split it out into A, B, and C. So when it goes to NGC, we'll split it out into 3 different owners effectively, and then so we can see when the coins come back exactly who got which grade from the delivery, and see whether A did better than B, B did better than C, or C did better than A, etc. So let's move on to the next one. So I hope you're enjoying this video if you've developed a liking for Rwandan coins, the dogs and the nautical ounce. You have seen them before in my videos, but never quite so many of them in such a single video. So I have already sent about 12 of the silver coins and a couple of the gold ones off for grading, and they arrived quite quickly, so they've gone out to get first releases or early release designations. But these ones have, I think, pretty much missed the window for first releases. So these will be sent out, but probably they'll just have regular holders, not first releases designations. And what they will do is each year now NGC have a lunar label. So I think it's been quite nice. This coin looked very good with the rooster lunar label, and I've asked for the dog lunar label to be used for all the dogs that I've sent in. So I might actually try and add one of the dogs to my own collection. I've got 2 or 3 of the roosters, haven't got any of the dogs for myself so far, but actually I probably just have 1 or maybe 2 if I can get hold of them. But getting hold of them is not easy because they've shot up in price from about 70 or so euros at their issue price, and I think they've doubled or even trebled in some places because of the shortage of these coins. And it's relatively straightforward to see why the shortage has happened, because when I've been getting coins to grade, I've been getting 3s, 4s and 5s from the same people. So clearly the people who do really love this coin have been buying as many as they could find, and they're sending them for grading. And if that's repeated, then maybe 1,000 proof coins might have been bought by only 200 or 300 actual people. Probably means that there'll be quite a few of these coins out there on the secondary market at some stage in the next year, 18 months. But I guess what a lot of people are doing is they realise this is a very popular series, and so they're buying a few of these early coins in the hope that there will be collectors who come in later on in the series of 12. 12 years is a long time, and maybe those collectors won't have access to the early coins, or maybe the mintages will go up a little bit. You know, in the same way as they've taken the mintage from 100 to 188 for the dog for the dog proof silver coin, sorry, the dog BU gold coin, they've taken it from 100 to 188. Maybe they'll take the silver coin from 1,000 up to 1,250 or 1,500, or maybe even a little bit more if the demand is there. And so it may be that some of these early year proofs will turn out to be quite prized items as the years go by, because it looks like this lunar series is going to be a runaway success based on the interest that there is at the moment. So coming on here to package number C, which contains a few more of the same. Package number C contains 2 of the gold dogs. So you get the exciting opportunity of seeing 2 gold dogs together, which probably is unlikely to happen for a while. Maybe on Shadow Stack's video or something, maybe there'll be a whole load of them. But 2018, Year of the Dog, I think pretty good investment potential on these coins, possibly a better investment potential than the 2008 Sovereign, which is my latest delivery. But here you go, there's the rooster and the dog, and I think that the dog actually is pretty much as good as the rooster, and I think if they do all of the coins in the same style, they'll all be pretty good. I think the dog is quite an interesting one and difficult to make really, really good lunar dog coins. I think when we get on to things like the dragon and the tiger and some of the more interesting animals, I think we'll have great fun with these Rwandan lunar coins. So thumbs up from me on these. I've been turned round and converted. I wish I had the foresight to buy one of these gold coins at the issue price. They're great coins, and maybe I'll be able to pick one up next year.